Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rashi Goel and in this video we will discuss about compound interest. So let's start with today's video. So what is compound interest? Suppose when a money is invested at a compound interest, so the principal increases each year by the addition of interest. So how does it applies and what does it mean? We applies in some questions and learn how to do this. So first, read first question. Find the compound interest on rupees 1000 for 2 years at the rate of 10% per annum. And also find the amount at the end of the period. So what we have to do, they give us find the compound interest. So this is our principal. So our principal is rupees 1000 and we are investing it for 2 years. And at which rate? At the rate of 10%. So for 2 years, first we calculate the interest for the first year. For the interest for the first year is the first year interest is same like the simple interest. So we applied the same formula as we used in the simple interest. P multiply R multiply T over 100. So our principal is 1000. Our rate of interest is 10% and our time is for first year is 1 over 100. We eliminate it and we get rupees 100. And what is the formula for amount? Amount is principal plus interest. Our principal for the first year is 1000 and for our interest for first year is 100. So our amount is 1100. So what is the new thing in compound interest? In compound interest for the second year, your principal will be your amount. So the amount is your new principal for the second year. So your principal is 1100 and your interest is for the second year put the value 1100, rate is same 10% and the time is for the second year we'll take it 1 because already we find the first. Solved it. 11 multiply 10 multiply 1 is 110. So what is the final amount? First for the first year we'll charge the interest as 100 and for the second year we'll charge interest as 110. So our final amount is, for the second year we get our final amount 1100 plus 110, that is 1210. So the total interest what we get throughout the first and second year 100 and 110. That is 210. The interest we get on rupees 1000 at the end of the 2 years. Let's solve one more question of this type. Calculate the compound interest on rupees 5000 for 2 years at the rate of 6%. This time our rate is 6%. So what is our principal? Our principal is 5000. Our rate of interest is 6% and our time is 2 years. So first we calculate for the first year. So our interest is, this is for first year. 5000 times 6 times 1 over 100. After eliminating this, we get 300 rupees. So what will be our amount? Our amount is principal plus interest. Principal is 5000 and our interest is 300. So our amount is 5300. And for the next year, our amount become principal. So for the second year, our principal is 5300. Rate is 6% and time for the second year, entire year we calculate, time is 1 year. So interest is P times R times T over 100. So we directly put the value 5,300 over times 6 over times 1 over 100. After eliminating this and multiplied by 6, we got 318 rupees. So our final amount is, for the first and second year, is principal and addition of interest 5,300 plus 318, we get 5,618 rupees. So what is our compound interest? Compound interest is, we learned the formula, amount minus original principal. So what is our final amount? 5,618 minus our original principal is 5,000. So we get 618. Either you can subtract amount, final amount or original principal, or you can add both the interest for the first year and for the second year. You get the same compound interest for the 2 years. I hope it's clear. Now let's move forward to the next problem. Calculate the compound interest on rupees 18,000 for 3 years. This time we have to calculate for 3 years. So for the first year, our principal is 18,000. Our rate is 5%. Yes. So for the first year, time is, you know that, only 1. So our interest is P times R times T over 100. Put the value 18,000 times 5 times 1 over 100. After eliminating it, we get rupees 900. And for the second year, also calculate the amount, because our amount becomes principal of the second year. So amount is principal plus interest. Principal is 18,000 plus 900. That is 18,900. For the second year, our principal is 18,900. Rate is 5% and time is 1 year again. So our interest is 18,900 times 5 times 1 over 100. After eliminating the zeros of 100 with 18,900 and multiplying 189 with 5, we get 945 rupees. So what will be our amount in this case? Principal plus interest. Our principal is 18,900 and our interest is 945, and we get 19,845. For the third year, our principal is 19,845 times, and our rate is 5% and time is 1 year. So interest is principal times rate times time over 100. So after multiplying it, we get rupees 992.25. So what is our final amount? Principal plus interest. Principal is 19,845 plus 992.25. We get 20,837.25. So what is our compound interest? You can calculate compound interest by subtracting final amount and the original principal, or you can simply add all the 3 interests. That is 900, 945, 992.25. So I am doing final amount minus original principal. So our final amount is 20,837.25 minus 18,000. After eliminating, we get 2,837.25. I hope it's clear how to calculate compound interest on 2 years and 3 years. Now let's move forward to the next question. Read the next question. Find the compound interest on rupees 8,000 for 2 years at the rate of interest being 8% per annum for the first year and 9% per annum for the second year. Also find the amount at the end of the 2 years. So what we have to do in this case, in the previous questions, we taken as the interest is same for the 2 years, for the 3 years. In this case, for the first year, our interest is different, and for the second year, our interest is also different. So we have to calculate it. So what is given? First, they given you principal. First, we calculate and solve it for the first year. For the first year, principal is 8,000, rate is 8%, and time for the first year is 1 year. So our interest is P times R times T over 100. Put the values. 8,000 times 8 times 1 over 100. After eliminating the zeros, we get 640 rupees for the first year. And the amount for the first year is 8,000 plus 640, that is rupees 8,640. For the second year, what is our principal? Very nice. Our principal is amount of first year, rupees 8,640. And our rate of interest is 9%. And time is 1 year. So our interest is principal times rate times time over 100. After eliminating it and multiplying it, we get rupees 777.60. So what is our final amount? Final amount is principal plus interest. So our principal is 8,640 and our interest is 777.60. After adding, we get 9,417.60. So what is our compound interest? You can find by adding both of them or by subtracting the final amount and the original principal. So I'm doing it by final amount minus original principal. Final amount is 9,417.60 and our original principal is 8,000. After eliminating it, we get 1,417.60. I hope it's clear and it's easy to apply. Yes. So now forward to the next question. Read the question. Find the amount and the compound interest on rupees 1,600 for 1 year at the rate of 10% per annum. Only for 1 year, but compounded half yearly. What does that mean, compounded half yearly? Let's learn. So our principal is rupees 1,600 and time is 1 year, but half yearly. Half yearly means you have to divide the 1 year in 2 parts, 6 months and 6 months. But we didn't take in terms of months because they give you rate per annum, per year. So we have to take it as year. So how can we say that? 2 half years, right? So we'll divide 1 as 2 half. Okay, so 2 half years and rate is 10%. If you divide the time, so your rate will also divide. So if you divide the 1 year in 2 parts, so your rate of interest is also divided in 2 parts. So the rate of interest is 10%. So it becomes 5% per half year. I hope it's clear. If the rate of interest is given half yearly, then your time is, you have to change in half. And if the time is given you in terms of half yearly, then you have to change your rate of interest according to that. These both are depend on each other. So we'll find the interest for first year, first half year. Principal 1600, rate 5, and we'll take it as 1 over 100. It is 16 times 5 is 80. So our first year interest is rupees 80. And what is our amount? Principal plus interest. Principal is rupees 1600 and interest is 80. So our amount is rupees 1680. So what is our principal for the next 6 months or for the next half year is 1680 is our principal, and our time is again 1 year and rate is 5%. So our interest is for second half year. Principal times rate times time over 100. After solving it, eliminate 0 with 0 and 5 with 2 and 2 with, divide 2 with 100, 168, we get 84. So our final amount is 1680 plus 84, that is rupees 1764. So what is our compound interest? The compound interest is final amount minus original principal, or you can add both the interest. So in this case, I'm adding both the interest. 80 plus 84, it is rupees 164. I hope it's clear and you understand the topic compound interest and all the questions you understand. Thank you so much for watching this video and stay tuned for the next video. And please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.